nation is holding its breath. The next phase of the parliamentary inquiry could expose one of the most explosive testimonies yet as Shadrack. Sibiya prepares to take the stand. I've been following this case for weeks, and trust me, what's coming might shake the very foundation of South Africa's policing system. After raids, accusations, and political tug-of-wars, it's finally time for Sibiya to speak. But with sensitive information involved, just how much will the public get to hear? Let's rewind. Weeks ago, police raided the homes and offices of high-ranking officials, including Sibiya himself. Laptops, phones, and hard drives were seized. The ad hoc parliamentary committee called it a crucial step. A move to secure evidence ahead of what's now being described as a make-or-break testimony. Sibiya isn't just another name in the headlines. He once held one of the most powerful positions in the South African Police Service, Deputy National Commissioner, but over time, allegations began to surface: interference in investigations, power struggles, and even attempts to disband special task units probing political killings. These are not small accusations. They go to the heart of how justice operates, or fails, when politics and policing collide. So what exactly can we expect when Sibiya faces the committee?
I'm told that the dockets have been taken to Pretoria. Whether did they authorize such? And he said, no, we never authorize such transfer or movement of case dockets. And the National Commissioner, in supporting what he said to me, he had given me an affidavit. I've seen an affidavit that he wrote under oath, where he indicated that he never authorized Shadrack Sibiya to take these dockets. And that was in June, I beg your pardon, in July. The affidavit was dated in July. And I also know that during the recent court process where Lieutenant Shadrack Sibiya had submitted an urgent application in court about his placement at home or leave of absence that he was challenging, and subsequent to that intention to suspend, that on the submission that was made by the National Commissioner to the court papers, he says the same thing that he had said to me, that he never authorized the dockets to be moved from KwaZulu-Natal to Pretoria.
So if I understand you correctly, you learned from the affidavit deposed by the National Commissioner in that matter, and the National Commissioner subsequently confirmed to you directly, personally, that he never authorized the transfer of those dockets?
The National Commissioner personally told me that he never authorized it, and then affidavits that followed confirmed the same thing.
And do you know whether or not the dockets were duly transferred? You said on the 20th, by the 20th of May, when you learned, they had been transferred, right?
That is correct, Commissioner.
Do you know what became the fate of those dockets after they left the control of the political killings task team?
Well, the political killings task team members were complaining to me that they are receiving unindicted complaints from the members of, the family members of the victims of crime that they were in constant contact with as they were investigating these cases, in order to seek update on the work that the team is doing. And the team could not give them update on the work that has been done, and their families are not receiving any update on the work that is done. So that made me conclude that nobody is making contact with the families, there's no investigation that has been done, and really the whereabouts exactly of these dockets was also in question. So it was my conclusion that from the time they were taken until the time when they were transferred back, nothing was done in those documents in terms of the investigation of crime.
Believe in your innocence? Do you believe that on Monday, when you appear before the ad hoc committee, you will tell your side of the story?
I was hoping that this will go that way, where I'll be given a chance as well to participate. But along the way, I can also see the anger in General Mkhwanazi, the vengeance, the weight. Even when he speaks, I will think that he is past me, but every 5 seconds, he will go back to me again, and then he will talk about others, then he will go back to me again. It's okay. Let me go through the process. Let us meet on the other side of the fence. What I can say is that all I'm asking is that if, let's say, they are planning to come and arrest me, I've got a lawyer. I must tell him to come and hand me over. Or if they come in to arrest me, let them not come at 3 o'clock in the early hours of the morning so that someone can shoot me and kill me and say he was reaching out for a gun, so we took him down. What I'm asking is that let it be done in a fair way.
So what exactly can we expect when Sibiya faces the committee? Those laptops and phones could contain the trail, messages, orders, emails, even deleted files. Investigators believe some of these communications may confirm or completely contradict earlier testimonies. The chain of command. Expect sharp questions about who gave the orders to disband or reshuffle the political killings task team. Was it Sibiya acting alone or under instruction from someone higher up? Remember, both General Fanny Masemola and Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi have already given their sides of the story. Sibiya's version could either align or detonate contradictions. This is the elephant in the room. Did politicians use police structures to protect allies or target opponents? If Sibiya's data or testimony touches on this, we might see the inquiry shift from policing misconduct to political exposure. Let's be real, South Africans have heard endless promises about accountability. But Sibiya's testimony could be the first time we see actual evidence behind those closed doors. If confirmed, it could expose the mechanics of how corruption seeps into police operations. But if the testimony is watered down or restricted due to sensitivity, the public might only get a glimpse of the truth, not the full story. The stakes? Massive, not just for Sibiya, but for every name that might surface when those encrypted files are decrypted. So as Sibiya prepares to testify, what do you think will happen next? Will we finally see the hidden truth behind the SAPS's darkest secrets, or will this be another carefully managed cover-up? I'll be following every twist of this story, from what's said publicly to what's withheld behind closed doors. If this story hit home, help us hit harder. Subscribe to Skybridge for more investigations that demand answers. Drop a comment, tap super thanks to fuel the next expose. Want to go deeper? Join the channel for just 14 rands per month. Cancel anytime. Your support powers the journalism others won't touch. This isn't just content, it's a call to action. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload. Bye.